In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to install ONYX Go after you have made a subscription purchase from the web store. The first thing you're going to want to do is reference the email that was sent to you after you made the purchase. In this email, you will find important information like your license key code, as well as the directions on how to download and begin the installation. The first thing we're going to do is start the download. This will open up in your preferred web browser and the download will begin automatically. Once the download has completed, you will want to navigate to where your browser is set to save downloads. Most of the time this is the downloads folder. For the purposes of this walkthrough, I've set that to my desktop. I'm going to double click on the icon and it will bring up the prompt to extract the download files. Select the location you'd like to extract them to and click install. This will begin the extraction process. Once the extraction is complete, the install splash screen will come up, where you can see that there are getting started guides that can be clicked on each of the flags to open up in those languages. There's also a button that will open up a web page that has information for installation help and videos. And then also we recommend reviewing the system prerequisites before proceeding with the installation. Once completed, click Install to proceed. Next, you will be presented with the end user license agreement. Select the one that applies to your location, review, and if you agree to the terms, select I agree and click yes to continue with the installation. You will be asked to install the key drivers. Click OK to do so. After the key driver installation is complete, you'll be presented with a dialog that's going to ask you to make a selection for the next step in the install. We are going to select Activate a License. It'll bring up a dialog that asks us for our license key code. We're going to go back to the email that was sent to us that has our license key code information. I suggest copying and pasting this from the email into the dialog for the installation. After which you can select Activate License. After activation is complete, you will be presented with the installation options. Select the location you'd like the software to install and make sure that your options are set the way that you would like them. Clicking on Install will begin the installation. Once the progress bar has completed, you can select Finish to move to the next step. The final step is to select the printers we would like to install into the ONYX software before we launch for the first time. We're going to select the Download Manager to open up the Printer and Profile Download Manager. Once inside the Printer and Profile Download Manager, you'll want to select the manufacturer that matches the printer model that you would like to install. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to select the ONYX printer. I'll select the configuration and media profiles I'd like, and then I'm going to select Download Now. At this point, it'll ask me a location to save the printer install file. I'm going to select the desktop so that it's easy to find. After the download has finished, I'll select OK, and then I can close the Printer and Profile Download Manager. Once back in the installer, I'm going to select Browse, and I'm going to navigate to the desktop because that's the location I saved my printer install file. I'm going to select my printer, and I'm going to select Open. You'll see that my printer is populated in the Install dialog. I'm going to put a check mark in the box for that printer, and I'm going to select Install. After the printer installation is completed, I will click Finish, and the software will now open for the first time. When the software first opens, it's going to ask you to configure your printer. I'm going to select TCP/IP, select Configure, and then enter the IP address of my printer. After which I can click OK and OK, and you have now installed and are ready to use your ONYX Go software.